Hello. I am going to be introducing a geometry project, and I just wanted to review a couple of terms to make sure that they are clear. So let's move ahead with that. All right, you guys, I'm sure, know what a line is, but notice that it has arrows on both sides, and it is something that just keeps going and going and going. So it goes on in both directions, arrow at each end. A point. So when it's at the end of a line, it's called an endpoint. So notice we have a point here, a point here. Since they're at the end of a line, they're both called endpoints, and that makes a line segment. So it's part of a line, two endpoints. And there's another one. All right, ray. So a ray goes on, but only in one direction. It's drawn with an arrow on one end and an endpoint at the other. In this instance, the sun is serving as the endpoint. So here's another example. Endpoint on one end, and then goes on in the other direction. There's another example. Okay, here's a review of parallel lines. For example, the railroad tracks. They're always the same distance apart. They will never touch. So there's an example. We've talked about that in class. Intersecting lines. So these are lines that will cross each other. So if you look at the bike, you're going to see that those lines are going to eventually crisscross or intersect. So here are several examples. We call them friends. However, when they are perpendicular, we call them married, because these are lines that intersect and they form right angles. So intersecting lines, and you'll notice that there is a perfect 90-degree angle. Now, perpendicular lines are also intersecting lines because they cross each other. So intersecting lines, perpendicular are a special kind of intersecting lines because they always form perfect right angles. They are perfect for each other. That's why we call them married. Here's another example. 90-degree angles. There will be 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. So these are perpendicular lines. All right, so let's name each figure. You guessed it. If you said point, try this one. Line. Try this one. You are correct if you're thinking ray. Next. Line segment. Try this one. Perpendicular. Now, if you said intersecting, you're right, but since we have the right angles, they are perpendicular. And intersecting. Finally, you are correct if you said parallel. All right, so let's review angles quick. Remember that acute angles, they're small and they're cute. They are less than 90 degrees. So more than 0, less than 90. Right angles are exactly 90. If they are larger than 90, but not a straight line, so it's more than 90, less than 180, they're obtuse. And if they are straight, it's exactly 180, and that would make a straight line, 180. Two 90s combined makes 180. Quick review on quadrilaterals. Hopefully you'll remember that they have 4 sides, 4 angles. So you have 2 choices. Either the opposite sides are parallel, or there's only one set of parallel sides. So a parallelogram versus trapezoid. We have several types of parallelograms. Opposite sides equal and parallel with right angles would be a rectangle. opposite sides equal and parallel, but all four sides are equal. That's a rhombus. A square has opposite sides equal, parallel, right angles, and all exactly the same size. Now, with a review of all this information, you're going to need to remember it because you're going to do a project. And oops, I forgot, we also need to review triangles. So remember that you can group triangles by sides, all equal, two sides equal, no equal sides, or by angles. If all three of them are less than 90 degrees, it's acute. If any of them are a right angle, it's a right triangle. If any of the angles are larger than 90, it's obtuse. All right, so now let's talk about the project. You either will be given or should have in your possession a geometry street map. So you're going to be a street map paper, sorry. So your task is going to be to create a street map. It could be real or imaginary. I'm guessing most likely it'll be imaginary. Your map must include these terms. So these are all the terms that are included in the review that I just went over with you. If you forget any of these, you can always go back in the video and look them back up. So you're going to need to have two streets that are perpendicular to each other. You don't have to have two pairs of perpendicular streets, but just two streets that crisscross and form 90-degree angles. You're going to have at least two streets that are parallel to each other. Two streets that intersect and form an acute angle. You're going to have to make one street that is a ray. Now, that's kind of hard to do because remember, you have to have an endpoint. You might want to consider maybe a cul-de-sac. You're going to have a line segment. Now that's also a little bit tricky because typically a street doesn't have two endpoints, but maybe your town is going to have like an airplane runway, or maybe you'll have a double cul-de-sac street. I don't know, you decide. So you're going to have a restaurant that's in the shape of an equilateral triangle, a building in the shape of a pentagon. Now there's a poster in the front of the room that will remind you what a pentagon is. 5 buildings that are in the shape of a quadrilateral but don't look alike. So 5 different quadrilaterals. And then an ice cream parlor that's the shape of a scalene triangle. Now, when you're filling out this paper, you're going to be giving your streets names. So whatever your 2 perpendicular streets are, you're going to tell me their names right here. So label the street names on your map, label them here on your paper so that I can find them easily when I'm going through to give you a score. Your 2 parallel streets, name them on your map, write the names here. Okay, same thing with every other item. So when you get down here, you're going to give me the name of your restaurant. You're going to give me the name of your building. You're going to give me the names of your 5 buildings. Are they stores? Is one a bank? Is one a library? Whatever you decide they're going to be. Are they homes? You need to list them here so that I can find them easily. And then, of course, your ice cream parlor, you come up with a creative name there. So you're going to name your items here as well as on your map, and then I'll check them off when I'm able to find them over here, and that's how your assignment will be scored. So for today, you're going to start planning out your street map. You might want to start in your math notebook and get some ideas. When you are ready to do your final copy, you may pick up a piece of plain white paper on the gray desk. You are also going to need to make sure that your lines are perfectly straight. So grab a ruler, use the ruler to make your edges of your buildings, to make your streets, Any kind of lines that you're drawing should be done with a ruler. Neatness counts. In addition, you're going to be labeling everything carefully. You're going to be coloring it and making it nice and colorful. So this will be probably a 2-day project. You're going to plan and get started on it today. Tomorrow you can color and put on the finishing touches and turn it in. It will be due no later than Wednesday. So today's Monday. You'll have time on Tuesday. If it's not done, you'll have to finish it on your own time and hand it in on Wednesday. Hopefully, I have addressed any questions you may have. Do your best. Make sure it's neat and have some fun. I will see you when I get back.